Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Creative Intuition Tarot. My name is MJ and I'm really happy to see you here today. So Sag, this is your 2022 yearly reading. We will be looking at love, relationships, including family, friendships, okay, then career, business, creative projects, and your spiritual journey. So we got 3 tarot decks on the table. We will be using a different deck for each of those areas, pulling a card for each of the areas and looking at them separately, but then also looking at them as a complete message, combined message, okay? So Sag, please remember we're not trying to predict the future here, okay? Primarily we are looking at the energies surrounding those spheres of your life. But, you know, as much as there's destiny at play in your life, the ultimate outcome always depends on you because you have free will. You make choices and decisions that impact the outcome for you, okay? So please be mindful of that. Starting with your love and relationships, the energy that surrounds this sphere of your life, we have 7 of Pentacles. Then career, business, creative projects. What energy surrounds this area of your life? Sagittarius 2022. Judgment. Okay. Last but not least, your spiritual journey. What your spirit guides want you to know for this area of your life. We have the Hangman. Beautiful. So as I said, let's start by looking at the cards separately. 7 of Pentacles in your love and relationships. Definitely there is a lot of patience indicated and needed, okay, when it comes to your relationships. As I said, it can be about friendships, family affairs as well, but a lot of patience and persistence. This is the Little Prince Tarot, and this particular card represents the little prince digging out the trees on his planet. What was the name of those trees? The baobabs, okay? I completely forgot the name for the tree. But it doesn't matter. What matters is that he was digging them up diligently because he didn't want them to crash his little planet, right? To grow too big and destroy it. So what's indicated is that persistence and patience in doing this, but also it highlights that sometimes those mundane everyday tasks that we need to keep doing diligently, the importance of those daily tasks, right? That sometimes we may be tired, it may be quite discouraging, or okay, let me just say discouraging because for some reason I'm losing words trying to express this message for you. So something related to communication may also be of importance when it comes to your relationships in 2022. But let me just say, those daily mundane tasks are the foundation for the success and happiness for your relationships in 2022, whether it's about your family or love life. It's about those daily things, okay? Even romantic partnerships are not only on a daily basis about, you know, romantic dinners and all those kind of stuff. Building a really solid relationship that is long-term or forever after is also and primarily, I think, made of those daily mundane stuff, right? And that's what is highlighted: patience and persistence, not giving up, even though sometimes you may feel that, you know, your partnership, perhaps the romantic one or your family life, is becoming like dull, okay? But there's a lot of abundance in being persistent on that daily basis and cherishing and nourishing the seeds that you planted so that they can sprout with those beautiful abundant results. And in your love and relationship sphere, those results will be about happiness, fulfillment, satisfaction, right? You have planted a seed, or you are planting a seed in 2022 when it comes to those spheres of your life. And you need to give them time, you need to care for them and nurture them, but also put patience in allowing them to grow. And again, those daily mundane things are very strongly highlighted to me. There's an importance of not only expecting, those romantic kind of adventures, let me just say it this way, or when it comes to your family life, maybe about taking care of your children, your marriage, your home. So it's also not fun and games. Primarily it's those daily tasks and kind of like maintenance, for lack of a better word, that we do around our family life to keep it happy. It may also relate to your friendships, right? Now with Judgment showing up in your career, business, creative projects area, I think this is time where you need to judge. I don't think it's you being judged, though for some of you, you may be facing some kind of a judgment or assessment in 2022. But I think it's primarily you being encouraged to judge and assess your situation, okay? The pros and cons, perhaps. Because we have an angel and we have the devil both in the card. So like assessing the good and maybe bad sides of your career situation, or perhaps of a business or a project that you are thinking of investing into or engaging yourself in. It's about putting that judgment and assessment into play, exercising judgment before you make any moves, okay? This card says here the call and act upon it. So it's the high time that you look rationally at your situation, I feel, and see where are you and is it where you want it to be, okay? Judgment is the card of returning to life, right? Not only we are facing judgment, meaning we are assessed by our past deeds and efforts. That's why I said you may be being judged in 2022 for something. And I'm not saying judged in a bad way. It may be a good judgment, right? That your efforts are rewarded and recognized. But it's also about returning to life. And I feel that for a lot of you, there's a big potential to grow, provided that you look at your past, make peace with it, and let it go, right? Because the judgment is almost the last card of the major arcana. There's only the world card after it, and then the Fool starts his journey again. So it's like you are on the verge of a new discovery, or you are feeling that there's an ending coming to a certain phase of your life when it comes to your career or business area of your life, okay? And that it's time for new, that it's time to close a cycle and enter a new one. But this judgment is strongly highlighted in assessing pros and cons, preparing yourself, and also perhaps doing judgment to others, okay? Perhaps making peace with the past means also that you should have recognized something or someone in the past, okay? I hope that makes sense. Now with the Hangman in your spiritual journey position, definitely and very clearly, Spirit is encouraging you to take a step back and look at things from a different perspective, right? When you look at this card in reverse, look how peaceful it is. This hanging position, right, is a very peaceful, balanced position. There's no harm absolutely in it. There's actually like almost divine, perfect harmony, right? There's also a huge enlightenment awaiting you, provided that you allow yourself to take a step back, go into deep meditative state, and allow yourself to tap into those higher energies so that you can see what was not available to you before, or what you didn't recognize because you were looking at it through the physical eyes solely, okay? And you know, this Hangman, even though it's the spiritual journey position, it's strongly influencing the other two areas of your life, like looking at your love and relationship sphere from a different perspective, understanding that it's those mundane things, those daily stuff that make up the big picture, right? And that there's, you know, abundance and treasures in those daily stuff. That's the different perspective that you are encouraged to get. Similarly, judgment in your career, business, creative projects. Take a step back and assess, even including going into that meditative state and meditating on your career, your future, your creative endeavors or artistic, and judging things, but taking a different perspective on them, okay, a higher perspective perhaps, to be able to see what was not visible to you before. So I hope that it makes sense. I know it started quite chaotic and I wasn't able to find the right words for some reason. That's why, as I said, communication may be of importance. And then with Judgment and the Hangman in those two positions, I feel that communication with yourself, with your inner voice, and with the divine, the universe, God, however you call it, is of importance primarily. Okay, communicating with those higher energies, and also with yourself, your needs, your feelings. So let's close it off with the Healing Energy Oracle for you. Goodness. I refine my character and overcome difficulties by remaining positive. I calm my heart and illuminate my intellect. That's the Hangman. I calm my heart and illuminate my intellect to transform shadow into light. I consciously manifest goodness in and around me. I improve my qualities for the benefit of all. So I am wishing you a beautiful and abundant 2022, Sagittarius. I hope you enjoyed this reading and you were able to make sense out of those messages. I apologize if it was chaotic, but I was really struggling to find the right words at some points of this reading, but at the same time I didn't want to stop it and start from the beginning, because I really think these are your cards, and I just didn't want to start again. Okay, these are the cards that were meant to show up for you. So enjoy the year. As always, please take care of yourself, and I will see you soon. Bye.